Hello everyone, welcome to day 5 of our project Employee Management System. In this project, we work with a comprehensive data set consisting of 6 interrelated tables like attendance, department, employees, etc. Right? These tables hold critical data like employee details, attendance records, projects, and department information. So initially, I performed data analysis using SQL, where I created various queries to extract meaningful insights. Now I am going to showcase the visual representation of those insights using Power BI. Okay, so in this video, we will walk through how to transform the raw data into interactive dashboards and to create the reports. Fine, so let's start it. So these were our queries. So let's open all of them on MySQL Workbench one by one. So you can see all our queries are here. Okay. Now we have to visualize them using the Power BI. So firstly, we need to open the Power BI desktop. So here it is, Power BI desktop. Okay. Now we have to get the data. Whatever database we have stored in our MySQL Workbench, we have to link to that data set with this Power BI. So how to do that? So steps are, firstly you have to click over here, get data. Okay. Then more. After clicking on the more, here it will be MySQL database. So connect. Okay. I have double clicked on that. Now we have to write here our server and the database. My server was localhost. This information you can see when you will open your MySQL Workbench. So it is localhost and the name of the database is EmployeeID. Okay. Now click here. Okay. So here you can see all our tables are visible. So we have to click over all the tables and then we have to click over here, load. Now the tables are loading one by one. It will take some time. Loading process is completed. So you can see all 6 tables are visible here. Okay. I hope it is visible for you guys. Now we will create the visualization chart one by one for all our queries. So our first query was get the attendance status of employees on this specific date. Fine. So attendance status of the employees basically. So first of all, we need to click over here, which is the bar chart. After clicking it, we can adjust it. Let's make it towards the center. Okay. Now, here is y-axis and x-axis. So we have to define the values for the y-axis and x-axis. So our query was to get the attendance status of employees. Okay. So to get the attendance status of employees on the y-axis, we have to select the status. So status is given here. So simply click over this status. Okay. And then drag it over here on the y-axis. Now, status is here. Now we have to fill the x-axis. So we can fill the x-axis by the attendance ID of the employees. Only then we can be able to get the status. Correct? So now, when you will click over here, drop down arrow, then you can see here it is written count remove fill these things. So we have to make sure that it is count of the attendance ID. Okay, now here is our bar chart is ready. Okay, so you can see that count of attendance ID is on the y-axis, and on the x-axis there is a status of the employees, and it is what? It is absent persons and it is present people. So how many people are present? So we can see presents were around 36, 37, correct? And absence were somewhere between 10 to 11, 15. Okay. Now we want this for the specific date, and the date was 2023 January 11. Okay. For that we will use the slicer. So we will double click over the slicer, and then we have to select the column because we have to filter this data date wise. So we'll select this date column. Okay, after selecting, you can see that the dates are visible here. Only 10th of Jan and 11th of Jan data is given in the data set. That's why these two dates are showing. So we want 11th Jan data, correct? So let's select over 11th Jan here only. So after selecting, the data you can see is changed. Now the absent persons were somewhere 6 and the present people were somewhere 18, I guess, right? Now make it again 10, and then you can see that the data is changed here. Okay, so by using this slicer we can filter our data, correct? Now let's move to our next query, which was find all employees in a specific department 102. Okay, so for that we have to select the employee ID and the department ID. So again we are going to select this bar chart, and then over the y-axis we will select department ID. Now over the x-axis we will take the employee ID. So here you can see 101, 102, 103, 3 departments are here because in the employee table you can see the 3 departments were given. But in the project table there were many departments also, but for the employees table, so in the employee table there is only 3 departments were given, correct? Now we have to get the count of employees for 102 only. Okay, so we can filter it from here. So let's select the 102. So you can see that for the 102 there are 15 plus employees are here. Okay, let's move to our next query, which is list all projects and their associated department name. Now for this, what chart we can use, because we have to get the department wise project name. Okay, so for that we can use the tree map, and for the tree map we can we have to use your department ID. In the category there we can use the department ID, and in the details there will be project name. For the values there will be count of project name. Okay, so count of project name. So here you can see that for the department 101 there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 projects are currently going on, or 7 projects were located. For 103 department 3 projects has been allotted. For 102, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 projects has been allotted. So this is the department wise project allotment. Okay, now to replace the department ID we can use department name also. So let's write here department name. So here you can see that for the human resource department there are these projects. For sales and marketing department there are these projects. So like that. So this is our tree chart for the department wise project name allocation. Okay, now move to our next query. Our next query is to get the salary details of employees along with their bonuses. Okay, so salary, employee and their bonuses. So for that we will use this clustered column chart. Double click over here. And then we will use the salary. So sum of salary will go here, sum of salary, and the bonus will also go here. So bonus, and on the axis we want the employee ID, because for employees we want the salary and bonus detail. So this is our salary and bonus detail of employees. Okay. Now the next query is to get the number of employees in each department. हर department में कितने total employees हैं, we want this. Okay, so employee ID and the department ID. For this again we will use this bar chart. Number of employees in each department. So number of employees means employee ID will be here, count of employee ID, and this is department wise. So we will select the department ID here. So here you can see that for each department there is a number of employee IDs, number of employees are given. Number of employees are 30 for each department. Okay, this is a fixed amount here. Now guys, move to our next query, which is calculate the net salary of all employees after bonuses and deductions. Okay, and then we have to again filter it on the basis of some amount of particular salary. Okay, so first of all we have to generate one new column which is net salary, because you can see here in the salary table, there is no net salary column. There is bonus, deduction, salary column. Correct? Now let's have a look on our next query, which is to calculate the net salary of all employees after bonuses and the deduction. And there is again one more filter, which means salary whose net salary exceeds a certain threshold, 60,000 above. Okay, so for this query we need to create one new column which is net salary, because here you can see in the salary table there is no net salary column, right? So we can create it firstly and then we can simply visualize. So for that we need to select this table. Okay, then new column. Now we have to write here the name of our column, which is net salary, equals, now give the salary, okay, my plus salary में what we have to plus? We have to plus the bonus, and then we have to minus deduction, right? And then we have to simply enter. After entering, you can see that there is one new column has been created, which is net salary. Okay, so what was our query? Our query was to calculate net salary employee wise. Okay, now we will simply create the bar chart, and in this bar chart we want net salary. So over the y-axis it will be net salary, and then over the x-axis there will be employee IDs. So here you can see for different employee IDs the net salary is this. One more thing was there, that we want to get the salary of those employees whose salary exceeded a certain value, which is 60,000. So to get this filter we can use the slicer here. Okay, so for the slicer just click here, and then in this field we have to insert this net salary. So here you can see that we have get some minimum and maximum value. So minimum value here already given 61,700. Okay, so here all employees are fall under this category whose salary is more than 60,000. Now suppose change the value, we want the employers whose salary is greater than 70,000. Then here we can simply change it to 70,000. And here we have the data of all the employees who have salary more than 70,000, like this. Okay guys. So these are our Power BI visualizations for the employee management system project. So out of 8 queries that I executed in the SQL, I have developed here 6 meaningful visualizations that provide valuable insights into key areas like attendance, employees' performance, departments and their progress, etc. Right? These visualizations not only simplify data interpretation but also enhance the effectiveness of our report. Okay, making them more insightful and actionable for decision making. So in our next video, we will dive deeper into creating an effective report using these visualizations. Okay. So stay tuned and feel free to share your thoughts. If there are any question, you can comment below and keep practicing. Thank you for watching this video. Take care guys. Bye bye.